What's up, people? It's your boy Sly. In this video, I'm going to talk about the work environment in the United States. Working in the United States is, for the most part, one of the most hectic things you can ever do. See, everyone needs a job, so you have to work in the work environment for a little bit to get to where you want to be. I can tell you from experience, the only way you will keep a job is if the people like you there. You see, doing a job doesn't mean how great you are. It just means the people at the environment pretty much like you for the most part. And you have to understand how this thing really works. A lot of people get confused that being a good worker means you'll keep your job. That's the biggest misconception anyone can ever have. Okay? If you want to keep your job, right, your supervisor has to like you. Your employees have to like you. That's it. That's the only way you'll keep your job. They don't care about your personality. They don't care about, they do care about your personality. But they don't care how hard you work. Because if they don't like you, you will not be there. The thing people fail to understand at these jobs is that you are replaceable. Okay? Unless you have a career job, okay? All these low-end jobs, they can replace you. Like it's nothing. For example, if you are working at McDonald's, for example, okay? You work at McDonald's. The day they say you're fired or they get rid of you, they can replace you within a week. They can replace you. Walmart, they have so many employees, if they fire you, it doesn't affect them. Okay? It doesn't affect them at all. So people need to understand that these companies only keep you there because the managers like you. That's it. If employees don't like you, they'll make the work environment very toxic to the point where you quit. Or in some cases, you'll be fired. Because at the end of the day, some people are shitty, okay? Some people are crappy like that. It's the way it goes. But let me tell you how it works. Let me give you an example. If your supervisor does not like you, okay? This is what's going to happen. Any mistake you make, they are going to mark it against you. Okay? They're going to mark it against you. When it comes for your 3-month review, then they'll let you know all the mistakes you did. If they like you, they'll give you another chance. Then you stay for your 9-month review. If they don't like you, they'll fire you. Just like that. They will fire you without thinking twice. So when you go into a meeting and they tell you all the things you've done wrong, there's a high possibility they don't want you there. So when you look at things, right? When you look at how things are done, it does make you think a little bit. I can tell you from my experience, I got fired from one job. I used to work at a grocery store, okay? The grocery store I worked at was bullshit, okay? The supervisor did not like me, and some other coworkers did not like me, but I started to notice it as time went on. You know what I mean? Like, my supervisor at that job was just fat as hell. Fat bitch. I don't even know, I can't even remember her name, to be honest. And they had me do some things that I did not agree with, because my job was to push carts. I was the lot attendant. You know how when you grab pushing carts from the parking lot, you put them back into the store, right? That's what the job is. So I did that. Then we had to help customers with their merchandise. So if they buy something and they want some assistance to place it in their car, that's what we did. Okay, so I did that, and something was wrong, right? I felt the vibe was wrong. I didn't really see it, but I felt it was wrong in the sense where, like, this is ridiculous. On Saturday, right? Saturday is the busiest day of most retail jobs because that's when most people do their shopping. And it happened to me where, you know how when you're working at the front end, right? They usually have 3 to 4 employees. Okay? So it happened to me, it was on a Saturday, right? On a Saturday, they had me and one other girl working the front end. Okay? And it's usually, and I got there something in the morning, right? So what happened was, okay, at this grocery store I work at, I used to work at, they had, it was all in one, okay? They had the grocery section, the electronics, the clothing, they had all that stuff in one, okay? So when that happened, I was, what do you call it? I was working the front end that day, and it was me and this girl, right? So we were working, and we had to push all these carts in, And sometimes as we're working, they'll call you over the intercom and say, hey, we need you to come into the store. A customer needs assistance with their groceries, Then, that happened. Then what happened that was so crazy, this is how this thing was planned, right? Was when the manager was there that day with the regional director or some shit like that, or the regional manager, who the fuck it was, and I saw them, I waved, and I think I waved. I can't remember what happened. I can't remember what happened. I saw them, right? And I was pushing all these carts by myself while this girl went on break. Half an hour break. I don't know how long it was. So she goes on break. I'm pushing all these carts by myself. And it's Saturday. So that store I worked at had 2 openings. They had one opening at the left side and the right side. So it was like, you have to push carts into both of these sections by myself, and yet the regional manager is there? Come on, that's some bullshit. That's bullshit. And it looked really bad. And to me, I didn't really notice it because I was doing my best. And they could have even checked the cameras if they wanted to. They saw me working. I wasn't sitting down. I wasn't bullshitting. Right? I think a week later or after that time, they called me to the office and they fired me. They said that day, we had a regional manager here, and the carts weren't in the section and blah blah blah. And I'm looking, I'm like, and the little girl was came out from break. She said that there's no carts in the front end and blah blah blah. All this bullshit. I'm looking at these people like, did you not see me push all these fucking carts in? Like, do you not see how annoying that was? See, it doesn't matter if you push all the carts into the front end. It's a Saturday. People are going to take them as you put them in. So there's no freaking way to, like, determine how many carts I pushed. But at that point, they didn't care. They didn't want me there. You see what I mean? So they fired me. I said, fuck it. I'm cool. Fuck it. The manager wasn't a bitch at all. Okay, she wasn't a bitch at all. It was the supervisor. It was the supervisor that was a bitch. She didn't like me, and I didn't like her either, to be honest. I really didn't care. And something hit me that day. Oh, not that day, but something hit me earlier when there was one other bitch, useless bitch. She said something in front of me that was kind of weird. Like there's one coworker, and there's a coworker and this, I think she was supervisor. I think she was, no, she was another employee. She wasn't a supervisor. And she said something that was really strange. She said, she said something, and she said, oh, he's not going to be here. She's talking to me. She's talking about me. Oh, this guy's not going to be here. So when she said that, I honestly thought like, okay, he's not going to be at this position. He's going to be placed somewhere else. You know, he may be placed at another part of the store for the day. I didn't know what she meant. Then when I got fired, it made me real. Oh, that's what that bitch was talking about. You know, so that showed me that they already planned to get rid of me. So for the fact that she even said that and it happened, showed me that they talked among themselves about how things are going to go down. So, and this happens a lot in many companies. When you work these low-end, crappy jobs, you are replaceable. They don't give a damn about you. They don't give a damn about your situation. You are replaceable. So people need to understand this, like how it really works. Like for me back then, when I got fired, I was only 20 years old. So it didn't really matter to me, you know? But just imagine if you were like 40 or 50 working a low-end job like that. You'd go crazy. You'd go crazy. Because getting a low-end job is even harder nowadays than having a career job. Okay? These low-end jobs, they can replace you like it's nothing. You are replaceable. And that's what happens to these other jobs you apply for. They can take their time in hiring because they don't really need you like that. Because they have so many applicants to take your spot. It doesn't matter what you say or what you feel. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm just letting you guys know like how it works. If the company or the employees do not like you, you will be fired. Because they will find a way to get rid of you. They will find a way. Trust me, they will. So that's how the work environment works. I didn't go too deep into it, but that's pretty much want to let you guys know how toxic the work environment is in the US. Let me know what you think. Peace.